So thank you very much, Raza, for joining me. So, in Saudi Arabia, women cannot drive. There's a law against it. There's a lot of women now in Saudi Arabia who want to drive, and they're struggling, and they're asking their government to let them drive. So there was a religious scholar on Saudi TV who said that the reason we don't let our women drive is because we do not want them to get raped. He said that America and other countries, they let their women drive because they're women, they don't care if they get raped. When I saw this video, I just did not know what to say, because what exactly can you say to such an insanely stupid statement? But then I read some comments under the video, and there was a Pakistani woman who wrote, "Oh yeah, we love being raped. We drive and we get raped all the time." And then there was another guy who wrote under that video that, "Oh yeah, I was driving the other day. I saw a woman standing by the road, and I said, 'Hey, would you like to be raped?' And she said, 'No, no,' but she winked, and I went ahead and raped her anyways." And then people are making fun of them.
Shazia, you're absolutely right. This is crazy behavior by Saudi clerics. It's not the first time. I mean, they have made this into a huge issue simply because the kind of ideology that Saudi Arabia follows, they follow a particular sect within Islam, which is extremely right-wing, which is extremely suffocating for women, for minorities, for non-Muslims. And this whole issue of women driving is such a nonsense because if you remember, Prophet Muhammad's wife, I mean, according to so many traditions, goes to ride a camel 1400 years ago in the same place where Saudi Arabia exists. And of course, I mean, I don't want to give examples from Islamic history. I mean, I think it's just against human rights and sanity, as you said. It's crazy that these clerics keep on preaching such stuff. If you and because you are from Pakistan, Shazia, like me, even there. The mullahs are always saying if women leave their home, they will be raped. Other men are going to see them. If they wear, provocative clothes, something will happen to them. What about the men? So it's totally, this is the mindset.
Then he said, we treat our women like queens. They have chauffeurs. We drive them around. But the thing is that they're not actually queens. They're hostages. They are like kept inside the houses, and they're like prisoners basically. They cannot go anywhere by themselves. They're not independent. And I mean, Saudi women, they cannot travel outside the country without a male chaperone or without a male guardian. So,
Yes.
Queens are free women.
Exactly, exactly. And this is crazy. And look at what they're doing to that Saudi blogger now, because he challenges such interpretation of Islam and there's kind of extremist thought. Now they are, they've been whipping him, Raf Badawi, for 2 Fridays. He was lashed in public, and now I think because of the international pressure, his lashing has been stopped. So I mean, you tell me, Shazia, is there any justification of any kind? I mean, you know about Islam, you know about all this culture. I mean,
the thing is that the people in Saudi Arabia has to speak against it. They are the ones who have to stand up to them. And
yes.
I mean, we can talk about it, and this is what this guy Race tried to do, and now he's in jail. But it shouldn't stop. I mean, it's their people, it's their women who have to keep trying, who have to keep struggling to get their rights.
Yes.
Unless they speak up, multiple of them will go to jail. They will go to jail. I mean, revolution happens everywhere like that. Many people have to go to jail, and I mean, people die, and then finally they get their rights. So I'm glad that they're talking about it. In Saudi Arabia, they're learning their rights. Women needs to be treated like human beings, basically.
Yes.
This is what it is.
Yes. Yeah, I fully agree with you. So, yeah, absolutely. I'm so glad that you have met these other Saudis. I also knew, when I used to be a student in the UK, and I had a Saudi class fellow, and so she used to wear no kind of veil and was wearing Western clothes, and I used to ask her that how do you feel? And she said, I'm never going back to Saudi Arabia. I said, why? And she said, well, I have everything, all the riches and everything, but I have to conform to a certain behavior. and that's not acceptable to me. But this is the hypocrisy
Yeah, absolutely.
in our countries, in Pakistan also, that people when they come to West, they are all opened up and become westernized. When they go back, they treat their women, servants, their siblings, their neighbors in a very terrible way. I don't know. I mean, I'm so much against this hypocrisy. Like.